The price of betrayal. Isabel sat by the window staring out into the cold moonlit night, the weight of her choices pressing heavily on her chest. Just 6 months ago, she had everything. A loving husband, a beautiful home, and a life that many would envy. But she had thrown it all away for a fleeting moment of passion, a reckless indulgence that had left her with nothing but regret. A marriage built on love. For 10 years, Isabel and Daniel had built a life together. They had met in college, both young and full of dreams. Daniel was the kind of man who made people feel at ease, a loyal, steady force in her life. He adored her in a way that made her feel safe, cherished, and irreplaceable. When he proposed, it wasn't with an extravagant gesture, but with an intimate moment, down on one knee in the small apartment they shared, a simple diamond ring in his hand. And she had said yes without hesitation. Life with Daniel was stable, perhaps too stable. Over the years, passion dulled and routine settled in. The excitement of the unknown gave way to predictable habits. Friday night movies, Sunday morning coffee, the same anniversary restaurant. Isabel knew she should have cherished that stability, but instead she began to crave something different. Temptation in the shadows. It started innocently enough. A new colleague at work, Adrian, was charming in a way that Daniel wasn't. He had a confident smirk, an intoxicating energy, and the kind of effortless wit that made her laugh in a way she hadn't in years. Flirtation turned into stolen glances, glances into late-night messages, and before she knew it, she had crossed a line she could never uncross. Their affair was a whirlwind of secrecy and passion. For months, she lived a double life, coming home to Daniel with the scent of another man still on her skin. Each time, guilt gnawed at her, but she silenced it with justifications. Daniel and I have grown apart. I deserve excitement. Love should be passionate. The inevitable fall, but lies have a way of unraveling. One evening, she returned home to find Daniel sitting at the kitchen table, an open envelope in front of him. Inside were printed copies of text messages, her messages with Adrian. Isabel, his voice was quiet, heartbreak lacing every syllable. Tell me the truth. She stood frozen, caught in the moment where her life splintered into before and after. She tried to explain, to justify, but no words could erase the betrayal. Daniel, the man who had loved her unconditionally, simply stood up, walked to their bedroom, and packed a single bag. The sound of the door closing behind him echoed in her ears long after he had gone. Regret comes too late. Adrian lost interest in her soon after. Without the secrecy and thrill, their relationship was nothing but an illusion. He moved on quickly, leaving her alone in the empty house that once held warmth and laughter. Isabel tried to reach Daniel to beg for forgiveness, but he refused to see her. He had left town, starting over somewhere new, away from the memories of betrayal. Months passed, and the weight of her choices grew heavier. The excitement she had chased had turned to ashes in her mouth. She longed for the quiet love, the security of Daniel's arms, the simplicity of a Friday night movie. But some mistakes cannot be undone, and some losses are permanent. She had gambled with love, and she had lost, and now she would live with that regret for the rest of her days.